Hi, it's time for another episode of Studio City Spotlight, where we put the spotlight on great talent that has been affiliated with the Studio City Film Festival. And today we are so fortunate to have the beautiful Natasha Blasick with us. How are you, Natasha?
Oh, I'm really, really good. Thank you so much, Steve, for having me. And I'm so grateful to be involved with Studio City Film Festival and to be a guest on your show.
Oh, well, thank you. Now, it's funny because last year you were in a movie that was at the film festival that won Best Comedy Feature. And what was it called?
It's called Loves Me Not, and it's a great comedy. I mean, I think it's great comedy from the writer of The Italian Job, and actually, I have the whole story how I got involved with that movie.
Let's hear the story then.
So anyway, I was in New York at the time, and I was receiving a Best Actress award from a World Festival in New York. So I was like very excited to be there. I'm very grateful. And then I got the sides. I mean, no, I got an audition, and I read the character description.
Right.
And I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot do that. I mean, I can do a lot of things, but for me was playing a lesbian was kind of like, I think I'm very uncomfortable with that. So I actually called my agent, and I said, I'm not doing this, I'm sorry. And then he just like, okay, just read the sides. And I read the sides, and as soon as I read the sides, the writing was so great. And it's like once I was reading, I had like even the vision, how would I like to shoot my audition. But basically the writing was so incredible. It's like, I'm doing this, I'm gonna push myself whatever I need to be. But
you
I
pushed
was
yourself to become a lesbian.
for me, like, I know it sounds kind of probably for some people, but for me, as an actor, I think actors, we just tools, and we're showing human emotion, and we're
Right.
not judging characters, and we are becoming whoever scripters wants to be, so we just mold ourselves. But as Natasha, that's a different story. As Natasha, I had this experience in another film, and I was like, oh, no, I don't know if it's me. So for me, that was quite a leap. And I started thinking about that. How can I play this role without, like, so to speak, breaking myself, but like delivering the truth? And I was thinking about one of my friends who's bisexual, and I just thought always the way she was choosing partners, choosing partners. It's not about gender; it's about the energy, it's about the person. So she's very spiritual, and I was thinking that's how I want to play this character. She's a spiritual being, and she's connecting with another being, and it doesn't matter which gender or as Natasha is attracted to as a character. At the moment, I'm attracted to that gender, and yeah, I mean, it was
Well,
insane because that scene, like before we start shooting, I was crying. I was like, it was so emotional for me. Like, you would not think that something like
and
this would take so much.
what about the other actress? Had she done a scene like that before?
No. And actually, that when we met and we started talking about this, she's like, I've never done it and I feel so uncomfortable. I said, oh my gosh, great. Because I feel very uncomfortable too. So, and by talking to each other, that it's all kind of like we both not comfortable and we both need to push ourselves to that.
Right.
I felt like we
Did you
connected.
rehearse it?
No.
No. So you said
No.
when the
Yeah,
director
yeah,
says action, you guys just decided
yeah.
to go for it. Now,
Well,
did
we
you
did.
talk to her beforehand about saying like
Yes,
how
yeah.
how intimate it was going to be?
Well, yes, and we did blocking, and then we were talking about this and thinking, okay, if we're gonna do this, we like at least I want to put my all, and we did do like a bunch of takes, but we did discuss that
You
just like
you did do a bunch of takes?
yes,
Yeah,
yeah, we did discuss like that
yeah.
it's a safe
Did,
space,
did,
and
did it become easier with each take?
you know, yes and no.
Yeah.
Because in my voice, I mean, I know it's kind of crazy, but I had this voice, okay, keep going, don't stop, just. And my character is active one. She's the one who's approaches, she's the one who's pushing. So, and as a person, I'm very opposite to that. I'm more kind of receiving. Yeah.
Your character was the aggressive one, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Well,
Yes.
well,
And
let's just watch that scene right now, shall we?
okay.
Have you ever kissed Veronica?
Kiss a new girl.
Um, that was pretty impressive for somebody who hasn't done that before. Because
Thank
you know, the thing
thank
is, I mean, you guys were like, that was open mouth kissing,
thank
right?
you. Um.
Hold on,
Yeah.
I need some water after that.
Okay. Yeah. I need the water too, and it's not mojito. It's water with mint.
Oh, nice choice.
Cheers.
Mm-hmm. No,
Yeah.
great job. And so,
Thank you. But like answering the question.
which
you
take was
asked,
that? Do you know? Was that the first take, or was that?
I don't know. I
You don't
don't
know.
know. I mean, for me, it was just like some kind of like I don't even remember much, but I remember that after it was such a relief. I started laughing uncontrollably, and I
Right.
felt so light. I was like, it was not such a big deal. Why was I making such a big deal? And I think like never judge your character.
All through high school, you're acting. Yes.
Well, I was not. I was acting in high school, and then it's kind of like was like not even a thought. Like you do not become an actor. You like choosing a profession, and you just go and do something serious with your life, and that's how it went. And then after I graduated university, I met my husband, and I was thinking about
you met him when?
like during university.
In the Ukraine.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we met online, but that's a different story.
Well, no, it's an interesting story. So,
No, we met online.
what was he doing there? What was he doing at the university?
Well, talking to me. No, we met online. So he came over.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
Yeah.
and he's a composer, songwriter for TV, film.
Yeah.
And he started telling me about his life, and for me, it was like a crazy fairy tale. I was like, oh my gosh, he works in movies, so it's possible to work in movies, and like, so it was just such a different world. Like, it was just something like oh my gosh, people do that. Like, people actually can have life in arts.
Yeah.
It was big. Like, it was like something so fascinating to me, and then I moved here, and when I moved, actually, I took part in a Mrs. World film festival, Mrs. World pageant.
Oh, nice, wonderful.
Yeah, and it was like almost like the first month, the second month when I arrived, and for the talent, because I've done so many beauty pageants, I would always dance, and my mom would always tell me like, why are you always dancing? You should be acting. You should be saying monologues. And I was thinking maybe I should listen to my mom this time and actually do some scene.
Mrs. Estonia.
And I was thinking a lot, what scene would I like to do? And then I love Julia Roberts, and I chose a scene from Erin Brockovich.
Oh, nice.
And it's kind of like, now that I'm talking to you, it reminded me, it's a very empowering scene. It kind of reminded me almost what happened at school when I was 9. So she's talking to a boss, and she's telling him that, your office doesn't return your clients' phone calls. Oh my gosh, I remember the lines now.
If you had the full staff right now, your office would return client's phone call. I'm smart, I'm hardworking, and I'll do anything, and I'm not leaving this office without a job.
But something like, and when we pre-recorded the scene, and on the stage there were just top 10 contestants they were showing our talents, and then they played my talent. I felt the same connection to people. I felt connection to audience. I felt connected, and it was something like happened. I just like, oh my gosh, maybe it's worth pursuing.
So that's great. So you come here and right away you're in the Miss World competition. Where was that held?
It was in Las Vegas, and
Yeah.
it was a you know why was it so important for me is because I was kind of, it's not like I was concerned about my obviously language, but then I started thinking about my accent. And then I see all those ladies who are foreigners who are having an accent, but they're such accomplished people. And I was like, wow, those people, not the language, the accent does not stop them. So seeing those girls actually really inspired me and really gave me confidence to pursue just like, what I want, regardless like where I'm from.
Ah,
So that was
interesting.
really meaningful.
Now, is all your families back in the Ukraine?
No, actually, my sister
All
was
here?
here. Yeah. Oh, she's actually coming to today to visit me, so I'm very excited.
Wait. Say that again.
My sister moved to LA a year ago.
Oh, I think I met your sister at the
Yes,
last
I think
festival. Yes.
Yes. She
Yes.
came to visit, and then she moved.
And did she like it here?
She loves it. She loves it here. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm so happy.
She moved just in time to be quarantined.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And she's a force. I mean, I'm okay with pandemic. I mean, as far as you can be okay, but she's a force. It's really hard for her to, to sit at home.
To just not do anything.
Yeah. We're very opposite.
Yeah. And by the way, we do have a what do you call it? A special category. I think I told you that we have a special category this year called the quarantine category.
Oh yeah.
So you can make a short about your quarantine experience or anything that uses your available talent inside your quarantine area, inside your home, the available equipment, and it's actually become our most popular category this year.
Wow.
We have
I think it's such a great idea.
So if you still have 20 days left in the submission period. If you guys want to
really?
put together, you got something. Think about it.
I would
You
love
shoot
to
on
do
your cell phone.
Yeah, I would love to do something like that because actually we kind of gearing up to shooting a feature right here at home, and we have equipment, we have some lenses, so we are. I think that's. What's good can we take from this pandemic is that to be more active about our dreams and make it happen by ourselves. So that's great that you have this
Yeah.
to submit. So maybe I'll do something. Yes.
All right. Now, tell me about the project with Jamie Foxx.
Wow. First of all, it's just like even saying this, it's like I feel, did it really happen to me? It was so unexpected for me to book this because, I read I got the audition from my manager, and I looked the director, and I was like, Jamie Foxx, he won an Oscar. I was like, I don't know, do I even have a chance? And I was thinking, okay, never mind, I have to believe in myself. But then I read the sides. It was like the same thing that happened with Loves Me, Loves Me Not. I just saw the character. I saw what would I like to do with it, and I was connecting to the character so much, and I just got so excited. So I just decided I'm just gonna go there, just show what I've got, and the chances are low, but I'm just gonna have fun. And I did my first audition, and I had so much fun. Like I just had really, really good time. And then I decided just to forget about it. And I was shooting another project, and actually we were shooting in the middle of the Mojave Desert. You remember, it was just so hot. It was just so hot. And it was like very like independent. And I remember the time that I received my phone call that I have a call back. I was walking from the trailer that we were staying in to the set, like across Mojave Desert, stopping in the bathroom on the way. That was just like, like a little hole. And I'm sweating. I'm like hot, but I'm excited to work. And then I got this phone call, and I was actually surprised that my phone actually works in the middle of this desert. And my manager says, "You have a callback." I was like, "Callback?" And this is when I was like, "Oh, like before I was not even, I couldn't even believe that I could get something like that." But then I was like, "Callback! Now I really want it. I really want to get this part." And before a callback, I watched a bunch of videos on YouTube of Jamie Foxx, like his performance, his comedy. And I think what I saw at that day, that he just like he puts it out there. There's such freedom in his performance. And I was like, that's it. I'm just gonna go and I'm just gonna do the same. I'm gonna like do all my crazy choices.
What was the part?
It's Ukrainian girl. I was so proud to like,
I just stressed, but go ahead.
the movie is about
Ukrainian lesbian.
like straight, imagine that.
Yeah.
And actually my scene partner was Gerald Butler, so very straight.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
So yes, and it was written like I played her very sweet. She's a gold digger, but she's very sweet gold digger. But then actually when we already got the part and on the set, we made her very smart. So she's not just like a sweet gold digger. She's like, she knows what she's doing. So she has a plan in her head. So it was very good. Huh?
Yeah, a smart gold digger.
Smart gold digger, yeah. But I thought it was a good twist that she was not just like a completely stupid girl. She was actually, had some wits about her. And so I went to audition, and I was walking through the building, and I see Jamie Foxx standing and talking on the phone to somebody. I was like, oh my gosh, that's him. Okay, it's like, don't melt. So I was collected myself, and I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, hey, like, and go over there. So like, he just talked to me. So I'm going to this auditioning room, and actually, I usually do not like to hear other actors audition. Like, I just think like I make my choices. Like, I do not want to be influenced one way or another.
Sure, you don't want to be influenced.
Yeah, and it was very loud. Like, I could hear everybody's performances. It was not so many people. I think it was like 5 people for callback that I saw. But I was just sitting there. I was like, I don't care how I look. I just close my ears. Like, I don't want to be influenced.
Yeah, I don't care how it looks. I look crazy, but so what?
I know. But I walked in, and he...
It works.
Like, I walked in, and he just like, and there was a casting director and Jamie Foxx sitting, and he's like, yeah, let's improv a little. And then we started reading and like improvising a little, and it was just fun. It was just really fun. And then I was supposed to be reading 2 scenes, but after the first scene, we had so much fun. They said, okay, thank you. I was like, okay. So I walked in, I walked out, I got in a car, and I got on freeway, and I have a phone call from my manager, and he's like, you booked it.
Wow. That was a great feeling that you will always remember that one, right?
It was like, I mean, I feel it now. It was just so much joy and like, at the same time, like, I'm crying because you work so hard to like do something like that, and then it happens. He's like, oh my gosh, it happened. It's actually happened.
Yeah.
And it was like, I'm very grateful that.
Now,
that
have you shot that? That's been shot.
I shot it, and actually, as a director, he was really tough. He was a really tough director. He knew what he wanted, but then he would tell you like, do whatever you want. So it's like, yeah, as long as you do what he likes you to do. Like, he's such a perfectionist.
Yeah.
So you do deliver. I mean, it's like when I was just like reading, like working, I was like, okay, that's your shot. Like, just do or die. And because there's like a scene partner, there was a girl next to me. He took her lines away. He's like, Natasha's going to say those lines now.
Oh,
so
God.
that, like,
Really?
It was pretty intense. And the scene, like the first scene
I
we
bet
did,
that girl was so pissed. She must have been devastated.
I mean, I thought she did really well because she didn't cry, she didn't melt, she was just going. It's tough.
But inside, she's going, fuck.
Oh,
damn it.
Oh yeah. She was devastated. And and then it was in the scene, like this first scene we did, we had it was Jeremy Piven and Eva Longoria and Jamie Foxx. And it was like a huge scene. We like had like 300 something like background actors, so it was like a club scene. So it was like, it was just so many things going on. And then they're like, oh, let's improv. And I was like, improv! Somehow, for me, improv is just something like I hold so dear to my heart. And I think it's just such a skill.
Yeah.
You know? And, but we did it, and then we did like our scene. And then this first day, there was one scene that I did that after people started clapping. And it was such a crazy, like, it was just surreal. It was just surreal. I was so grateful and so happy. And I, for myself, it was a test too. Can I do that? You know, can I work under such a pressure? And actually after we became friends with Jamie Foxx, and he was telling me that you deliver under pressure. Not so many people can do that. So he did notice that. That's
Oh,
it's hard to
nice.
crack me.
Yeah.
I'm tough.
That's not. You are tough though, because one thing I've seen in the short time I've known you the last couple of years is I see that you just jump in. You commit to anything you do. You commit 100% to it, and I can see how hard that you work. And you do some really great stuff. So let's watch a little more of your stuff right now.
Thank you. Okay.
You ready for me?
Давай, Болгария!
Почувствуйте ритм. Почувствуйте, как церемуна. Давайте! Время за бобслей!
That's for charity. But all the models are going to be celebs.
Wait, are you saying that I look fat?
You look really healthy.
Oh my god.
I think you're gorgeous, but just don't worry about what anybody else thinks about you.
Wait, you think people are talking about me?
Well, you know what these bitches are like.
So they still have Gideon and Mary? When do you think they'll release them?
They're not going to release them, Nora.
Oh my god.
We need you to help us.
But my family.
Your family? Will you do it?
I'm sorry. I just can't.
My navigation system is not working so well up here.
You have a ways to go. You have enough gas to get up there and back?
Not sure. I have no choice but to go forward.
You by yourself?
My husband, he's asleep in the car.
Funny kind of husband. Doesn't even buy her a ring. Might as well be alone.
Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day. Better get back to the car.
Now, the first scene there, when you're with that guy and you, that guy's from that '70s show, isn't he?
Yes, Don Stark.
What's his
Yeah.
name?
Don Stark.
Which is
D-O-N.
interesting because we were just talking about Mila Kunis, and then there you have a
Yeah. Like I thought about
connection
that.
there.
Yes. We like this.
Yeah, and then the next that was a good scene, and then the next scene was the this is Bulgaria.
Oh, that was my story. This is when I worked with Jean-Claude Van Damme. This is his show,
Oh.
Jean-Claude Johnson. And
I like that. So,
I grew up watching him. I'm like back in Ukraine. Like
Yeah.
I've watched so many movies of his. So
which was a scene that was like something out of Rebel Without a Cause, right?
yeah.
You've seen that movie, right?
Yes.
Rebel Without a Cause. So with Natalie Wood standing in the middle, and they race the cars faster.
Yeah.
One guy,
like a director at the moment. He was telling me to think about Fast and Furious, but I like
Oh,
Rebel Without a Cause.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And then what were they supposed to do at the end? Were they supposed to crash? They're supposed to stop before they crashed.
Well, they're supposed to race, and they're like such crazy. I mean,
they
he's
got
like
they're blindfolded.
yeah, they're blindfolded, but his character, he's like a double agent. He's an actor. It's like he's like this. The whole show is like about he's making fun basically of himself. So he does play himself, but he's a double agent. So on the side, while he's making movies, he's just like trying to get criminals. So that was like a second episode of the show. It's like in Bulgaria. So he's shooting a film in Bulgaria, and then he goes into this undercover scene, like under whatever it is, Bulgarian scene to catch these criminals.
Yeah.
So for that, he's like a crazy guy. He's racing blindfold. So all is good.
And that scene, I like that scene with the guy with the axe. Tell me about that scene.
Well, it's from the movie called Playing with Dolls, and it's a totally independent film. We shot it in Redding in Northern California, and it's I love this film because it's I'm a lead character in it, and for me it was quite a a process because I would drive there to Northern California. I would like stay there for a month. We would shoot in a forest. We would shoot only during the rain, like.
Oh, really?
To get this kind of like a dark mood. He did not want to shoot during the sunshine, so it would be only rainy scenes, or like in this scene, like there's no rain, but it's kind of like this forest dark.
Yeah.
And I think I really love the look. I mean, I'm that committed. I was like, oh, you want me to shoot me only in the rain? I'm there. I mean, literally, he would be calling me like, okay, today is rain. We're like, yay! So we'll drive in the forest.
Wait a minute. So he would say, oh, it's going to rain, so drive up from LA to Redding. What about 600-700 miles?
Yeah. One is like, it's like me and my friend David Lockhart, and he's actually a producer and an actor in the show. So we'll just get in a car and we'll drive.
Like the drive. You drove together.
Yes. Yeah, that was fun. And we became such a good friends, and it was just really fun experience. But and it's like, okay,
was that a horror film? And the guy was getting ready to attack you, or what? Was he like a murderer?
It's just kind of like he is not gonna attack me, but it's like kind of like driving to this scary house. So it's like just you think the guy's gonna attack me, but it's like not.
Yeah.
But he's a great actor. He's actually based in Redding. I wish I remember his name now, but he's wonderful. I just love that actor. Like the guy, he's a wonderful person, and and he put the creeps on, and I love his like with his axe. I thought he did such a good job.
Wow. Yeah, that was pretty good. And you played the vulnerable victim type, who was just kind of like not so sure of himself, which is a big stretch from this is Bulgaria to this little, good. It was a good contrast.
Oh, good. Thank you. Because, like actually in real life, I'm more this girl, like this kind of scared little girl. So that's kind of more playing myself than the other characters is like more stretching, I guess.
Yeah. But I can tell you love playing different characters all the time.
I do. Yeah. I mean, every actor, I think we just like, and some people say that it's good to play the character that's so far from who we are. I mean, I think it depends where are you emotionally. Sometimes I like to release the emotions that it's like going like in my life right now. So I like to play myself, but you know, but I do like, I mean, I just love to act. That's it.
I got one other thing I want to show.
Show.
And this is good. But
Okay.
I mean, you and that guitar, I mean, that's. Could you play guitar before you met Martin?
No. I was
You played a
going
bass,
to.
Right?
It's a bass guitar. Yeah, I played a little piano. I was going to music school for a little bit, but when I moved here, he got me that bass, and actually he booked the show first, and then he told me, "You can learn lines, so you can learn bass." So he wrote
Well,
a set of songs that are very easy on a bass, like kind of like repetitive, and he gave me a week to memorize them all. And the first show, it was like really nerve-wracking, but I just had such a wonderful time. And
well,
after
I can tell you're having a great time.
yeah, I think, you know, with music, I don't have expectations. Like, I think I should have the same with acting, but with acting, I think I'm a little bit more attached. I'm trying to not. But with music, I just think it's just fun. You know, it's like, it's not my career. It's not my this. It's not my that. It's like nothing depends. The world is not going to stop if I'm playing, like, we'll play a bad show. I just want to bring joy. And I think it's just such a freeing experience. And I just, you know, I love it.
Hey, Natasha, I knew you'd be an amazing guest, and you're even better than I thought.
Thank you so much, Steve.
You're so you're such a you have such great energy, and you're so interesting, and you're so talented, and thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much, Steve. You're such a great host, and I always had fun talking to you, but this is the longest I think we talked to. Like, no, like, you're such a wonderful person. I really respect, and I really admire you, and thank you so much for
that's nice.
to me.
No, it's my pleasure. Truly. Once again, thank you so much, Natasha, and we'll see you later.
Thank you so much, Steve. Thank you so much, guys, for watching.
Okay, bye-bye.